the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. This homestand ends here for the Mavericks as they get ready to hit the road.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson gets the bucket. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Doncic with it. Pass to Okogie. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game.
His first personal foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Inside. And the basket by Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Right there on that play, Jackson showed the nice touch and his ability to finish around the rim.
Back to Doncic. Nice move. And Doncic throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Intercepted. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball. On the wing, Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Jackson Jr.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
The drive by Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Doncic outside. Out to the wing. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide-open man there.
And finished off by Morant.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Okogie. The 3 for Doncic.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Morant outside.
2 minutes.
Brooks with no one
2
around.
minutes.
Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Brooks.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Okogie. Back to Doncic. .141 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. Shoots it up. And the rejection by Jackson.
Grizzlies ball.
.131 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Driving inside.
Dallas foul.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks confidence, well, look no further than his point God moniker. This kid is fearless and he's hungry. He plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Mavericks trailed by 10. Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. The teardrop falls in. Doncic has got 8 points. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his arm.
Back to Doncic. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
In the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best 3-level scorers in the game.
Jackson, that's good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Count the basket. He's got 12.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Yeah, easy call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself, and he just keeps getting better.
Checking into the Grizzlies, Steely and Gomez. Kyrie Irving.
Mavericks trailed by 10. Now Doncic driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Picked by Clark. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's been all about Jaren Jackson.
Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now, here is Irving. No points in the game yet for him. He takes it in. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. On its way from Irving for 2. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
It's deflected. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And Steve, the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
You know, Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
Here's Conley. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Out to Hardaway. Deflects the pass. Taken away by Williams. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Conley. Yep, it counts. Conley's got 6 points.
Conley is so adept in pick and roll sets. The defense never knowing if he's going to pass or shoot after the screen.
Pass to Williams. Memphis moving it around. Sinks the triple.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Conley surveying the D. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? The easy bucket in the paint.
2 minutes.
When you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
And Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you. Aggressive, working for the high percentage shot. Draymond understands this game.
Outside Williams. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pass to Conley. Here's Brown. Covered by Nance. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, it's tough to deal with the quickness of Mike Conley. I wouldn't want to do it.
For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
First team foul. Mavericks timeout call.
A different look for Dallas.
Your Mavericks dance team.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. To the inside, Jackson. And it's Clark in the corner. Morant surveying the D. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Doncic outside. 16 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 11. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 11. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And here is Doncic. He's got 14. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Doncic has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Dallas. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Doncic outside. Pass to Okogie. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wiseman no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Desmond Bane.
Bane with the bucket.
3 points.
A off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bain shooting 43% from long range. And Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Ja Morant. Morant with the steal. Pass to Bain. Morant left side. Here's Bain. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And Jackson throws it down hard.
When Jaren Jackson's fully engaged, he's capable of dominating at both ends.
Doncic with it. 19 points in the game. And finished off by Wiseman.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulder.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Jaren Jackson, I think about his mobility on the defensive end. He can dart out to the perimeter shooters and recover to the paint better than most guys his size.
A minute 50 left in the third. Deflected by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Jackson with the screen. Here's Morant. He's got 12. The tray. Wiseman with the rebound. It's deflected. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The drive by Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Ja Morant. And he's able to get it back. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. And that one's good by Clark.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Doncic, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And stolen by Irving. Here's Morant.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates. He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
That's the end of the third.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Grizzlies out in front, running away with it. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Irving. And, Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, you know, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
First team foul.
Here's Irving.
Substitution for your man.
Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Grizzlies. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Memphis?
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
It's stolen by Nance. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. It's rebounded by Dallas. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Dallas moving it around. The screen from Brown. From deep 3-point range. Now, here is Irving. From the top of the key. And it's Memphis with another.
Irving.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Conley with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now Irving. Pass to Bain. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And the Mavericks with possession. Outside, Green. Now here's Brown. That's tipped. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Irving. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Pass today over Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Smooth shot from John Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
The 3 for Doncic. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. So it's the Grizzlies now. Brooks outside. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. No good from outside. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Inside, Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Assist goes to.
And one team is just completely completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Kuminga. Lays it in off the breakaway.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Morant outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took...
But they judging in their head, and I'm too gone for explaining. I am Gemini, June 14th, and all the famous rappers got a sign like me, and all the famous rappers got a heart like me. But I know that I'm different and they're not quite me. I'm the horoscope, I'm the planet and moon, I'm the rising ascendant, 5th degree to the moon. I'm the witch of your dreams, I'm the voice in your head. Your husband sent me